Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On today's episode of Elias Matters TV, I am going to be talking about 5 tips for parenting during the pandemic. Know that parenting is not easy, it is a challenging work, okay, to be a parent. And look at it now, parenting in the pandemic, it's a lot much more harder, okay. So today I'm going to be sharing 5 tips that would help you as a parent during this pandemic, okay. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this topic with. All right, welcome back. Tip no, encourage parents during this pandemic to have a routine, okay. It is really important that you have a routine in place in relation to how you're going to parent during this. It is not easy, especially with most countries that we're now in the second wave of the coronavirus, the pandemic, okay, and learning has been moved online, okay. Learning has been moved online. It is not really easy for you parenting, and at the same time you're helping your children with their schoolwork, online learning, okay. So the first tip that I'm going to give to you is you need to have a routine in place, okay. It's really important that in relation to how you're going to spend your day, okay, how your children are going to spend their day, it's really important that you put a routine in place, okay. You need to have a routine in place from Monday to Sunday, okay. It's really important that you sit down with your children, okay, look at how you're going to fit in their schoolwork, how you're going to fit in other activity, and come up with a plan, come up with a routine plan, okay. But one thing I'm going to say to you is in relation to having a routine plan in place, okay, I would like you to know that you need to give room for flexibility, okay, because do not be rigid with your plan, okay. Do not say, oh, Monday to Sunday, this is what we're going to do at home and that is it. You need to be flexible, because as you know, you're parenting in the pandemic, okay, and it's not really, there should be room for flexibility, okay. What if on Monday this is what we're going to do? If it doesn't work out, okay, let's switch to work with the plans that we have on Tuesday, and we can revisit the plan that we have from number one. For you as a parent that you are parenting during this pandemic, it's really important that you have a routine in place, but bear in mind that you should give room for flexibility. Or number two, it's really important that you regularly check in with your children, okay. Day-to-day communication with your children. Like I said earlier, parenting in the pandemic, it's not easy, even when as it has to do with children, okay. So you as the parent, you need to check on your kids daily, okay. Regularly communicate with your children on a daily basis. Ask them how are they feeling in terms of their mental health. Now, you know, the kids are not really going out, and it's not really good, okay. It's been proven that, you know, children need to socialize. So it's really important. Tip number two, that you as parents, you need to regularly check on your children. Ask them how are they feeling in terms of their mental health. Communicate with them, be their friend, okay. In this pandemic, this is the time that you as parents, you need to be much more closer to your children. You need to be their friends, because you're multitasking, okay. You are their parent, at the same time you're going to be their teacher, at the same time you're going to be their guidance. It's really important that on a day-to-day basis that you check on your children, talk to them, communicate with them. Are they getting on with their school? Can help them. Make sure that your kids are really getting on with their schoolwork. It's not a time for you to say, oh sure, you can go and do your schoolwork. You need to check on a daily basis, make sure that they are doing the right thing. Like I said earlier, you're multitasking as a parent now. It's much more than you as their caregiver. You are now their teacher, at the same time you're now their guardians counselor. So it's really important that on a day-to-day basis that you check on your children. That's tip number two. Take note of this. Or tip number three, I would encourage you to find time to take a break, okay. You as the parent and your children, it's really important that you find time to take a break. Everything that you're doing, at some point you need to hang on, take a break. It's really important that you take a break for your mental health state, even for your children mental health state as well. You can't just be on the go. It's really important that, you know, the body needs rest, okay. So it's really important that, you know, at some point as you are parenting in this pandemic, you need to take a break. There should be a time that you as the parent need to take a break, and your children need to take a break. And when you're taking a break, do something that you like, that you enjoy. It could be simple thing as, you know, going for a walk, you know, watch movie, relax, okay. So do not just be over carried away, okay, that, oh, there's too much that you have to do. So take a break from everything that you're doing, or from everything that you need to do. Just take a break, and, you know, take a break as a parent, and encourage your children as well. Encourage them to take a break and do something that they like. that will help them in time state, and they will be ready for the next activities or the things that you're going to do with them. Take note of this as well, okay? Number 4, I would encourage you as a parent parenting in this pandemic that you stress good hygiene and hand washing with your children, okay? It's really important that you make sure that your children are eating well during this pandemic. You as the parent as well, you're eating well, you're sleeping. Sleep is very good for the body. Make sure that you as the parent, you're getting enough sleep. Your children are getting enough sleep as well. You know, they are eating food that will help in terms of their immune system. They are consuming more of vitamin C, you know, oranges, you know, fruits that are very good for the body system that would help in times of their immune system. And you yourself as parent, do not be left behind as well, okay? It's really important that you take care of yourself, because you are the one in charge, okay? You can't give what you don't have. If you're not fit mentally, if you're not fit very well as a parent, you would not be able to deal with your children. You'll not be able to help your children. So tip number 4, it is really important that you stress good hygiene for yourself and also for your children as well, and washing of hands. You know, sometimes you would, even if not most of the time, you would need to encourage these children to wash their hands. You know, if we are not in a new norm now, washing of our hands is not every second, every minute, which was prior to last year when this pandemic started. So it's really important that you keep reminding your children, and bear in mind, if you have children between the age of early years, from birth to 8 years, it's really important that constantly reminder, you have to be reminding them, okay, wash your hands, make it fun, you know, introduce songs that will make the children to wash their hands, okay? I did few songs in relation to hand washing. I'm going to leave the link down below, so if you're interested to sing these songs with your children to encourage them to wash their hands, free, okay? So like I said earlier, make sure you stress good hygiene with your kids, encourage them to wash their hands. You as the parent as well, lead by example, you know, wash your hands, and then the children will definitely see you and cultivate this habit. So take note of these 4 tips as well, okay? Which is tip number 5, okay? I'm going to encourage you as a parent parenting in this pandemic that you limit the news that you listen to, okay? I know we are all overwhelmed with a lot of things going on. You open your phone on Facebook, on social media, on TV. There's a lot of news that are not suitable, that are not palatable in relation to this pandemic. But it's really important that as a parent that you limit the news that you listen to. It's important that you do not show to your children when you're dealing with anxiety. I'm going to encourage you as a parent, try not to express anxiety in front of your children. You know, it's not easy, especially when you have children from you that, you know, you're dealing with anxiety. What message are you passing? You're telling them to be scared about issues of life. So it's really important. Try as much as possible as a parent. I know it's not easy. Like I said, we are overwhelmed by a lot of news going on around us, but it's really important that we let our children see us showing this anxiety. So it's really important that we step back. Let's limit the news that we listen to in relation to the pandemic. And I would also like to let you to know that bad news, they are not really good for the health. They are not going to help. You know, they could lead to high blood pressure. They could lead to stress. So it's really important that you limit the news that you listen to. And bear in mind, some you listen to news, you need to verify your facts, right? Because sometimes some of all these news are not real. People are just forwarding things on social media, saying things that are not real. And you as a parent, it's going to be overwhelming for you, especially when you have too much, you know, you're caring for the kids, you're looking after the home, at the same time you're helping your children with your schoolwork. So it's really important that you as parents, you limit the news that you listen to, display anxiety in front of your children. These are just the 5 tips that it's really important that I share with you as parents if you're parenting in this pandemic. Other tips that could help us as parents that were parenting in this pandemic, please do leave this in the comment section. I'm going to be reading your comments, able to learn. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and remember, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye bye.